Hello there, Sonia here, and I welcome you to another session of Grammar Forward. Today I'm going to begin with parts of speech, and it is essential to know this basic concept of the English language. So I'll give you a definition of parts of speech and the names of all the parts of speech, but we'll focus on the first part of speech, which is noun. Parts of speech are categories of words that have similar grammatical properties. They are also called word class or lexical class. Thus, we can see that every word in the English language will belong to one of these categories. There are 8 parts of speech in the English language. They are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So let's take up the first part of speech, which is noun. A noun is a naming word. It can be the name of a person, a place, a living or a non-living thing, an idea, a concept, or a feeling. In a sentence, you may find more than one noun, and nouns are very often used with articles which are a, an, or the. Now let's have some examples. Country, Germany, river, cat, hope. When I refer to the word country, it can be any country in the world. But the next word is Germany, where I'm talking about one particular country. In the same way, you have river, which is the name of a thing, cat, which is the name of a living thing or an animal, and you have hope, which is a feeling. And all of these are nouns. Now let's read these sentences. The girl sat on a chair. So here I'm talking about a girl, which is a living thing, and that's a noun. In the same sentence, you have chair, which is a non-living thing. That is also a noun. Now the next sentence goes like this. Tom is reading a book. Tom is the name of a boy, but Tom is a noun. Now I'm talking about a book here. I didn't give you the name of the book, but it's also a noun. So in these examples, we have met with different kinds of nouns. Nouns can be classified as proper nouns and common nouns. A proper noun is a specific name of a person, a place, or a thing. No matter where these proper nouns fall in a sentence, they're always capitalized. Usually, we don't use the article the in front of proper nouns. Let's have these examples. Anne, Spain, Mount Everest, Sunday, English. You can very well see that all of these words begin with capital letters, and that's because they are all proper nouns. They are special names given to a person, a country, a mountain, a day, and a language. Now let's go through these sentences. Maya speaks English well. So here you have 2 proper nouns, Maya, which is the name of a girl, and English, which is again the name of a language. In the second sentence you have Sachin is my favorite cricketer, and you know that here you have only one proper noun, which is Sachin, which is the name of a person. But you know that cricketer is also a noun, but it's not a proper noun. A common noun, on the other hand, is the name of a type of a thing, a person, or a species in general. Thus, common nouns refer to generic things, and these nouns are capitalized only in very specific situations. For example, when they fall at the beginning of a sentence or when they appear in a title. Let's have some examples here. Girl, city, bird, rain, book. You can see that they are all general names of people or a species or things. Look at the first sentence. The children played in the rain. I'm not talking about any specific names here. I just said children. And that's exactly why the word children doesn't begin with a capital C. And it's the same with rain. It's the name of something, it's not in a specific name. The next sentence is my son is a doctor. So my son has a name, but I haven't mentioned it here. So son is not a proper noun, it's a common noun. And the same goes with doctor. There are many doctors in the world. I didn't specify the name of this particular doctor. So son and doctor both are common nouns. Now it's time for a quick recap. You already know that nouns are classified as proper nouns and common nouns. But you know, the common nouns can again be divided into three categories, which are concrete nouns, abstract nouns, and collective nouns. So now we are going to focus on the first category, which is concrete nouns. A concrete noun is something which is material or real. Well, that means you can feel it with the help of your senses, namely the sense of sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. And the concrete nouns can be singular or plural. So let's have some examples here. I heard the doorbell. I said, I heard the doorbell. So the doorbell is something which you can hear. You cannot see it, but you can hear. So that is something which is material, or it is a concrete noun. The same applies to the second one. The child ate an ice cream. You know that a child is a living thing, but ice cream is a non-living thing. But both of them are concrete nouns because we can see these or we can touch these. The last one is I enjoyed the rain. Again, the word rain, you know that you can see it, you can feel it. So the rain again is a concrete noun. So from this, it's clear that a living or a non-living thing can be concrete nouns. The only condition is that you should be able to experience it with your five senses. An abstract noun, on the other hand, is something which cannot be experienced with your five senses. It can be an idea, a concept, a feeling, or just a state of being. Look at these examples. Honesty, beauty, childhood, and hope. You know that honesty is something which exists in the world, although you cannot see it or touch it. You can't experience it with your senses. And it's the same with beauty, childhood, and hope. Now let's have some sentences here. I wish you peace and happiness. I believe you are able to identify the abstract nouns in this sentence. Yes, you have peace and happiness. Now, sentence number 2, our friendship will last forever. I'm not talking about friends. If it was a friend, it's a concrete noun. You can see your friend. You can listen to him. But here I'm talking about friendship, which is just a state of being. But still, it's a noun, but it's an abstract noun. And the last one, the girl received an award for her bravery. You know that there are many nouns in the sentence, but you have only one abstract noun. Which are the two other nouns? Yes, you have girl, which is a concrete noun. And what did she receive? She received an award. So that is also a concrete noun. So I hope you understood the difference between concrete and abstract nouns. Now let's take up the third category, which is collective noun. A collective noun is a word that refers to a group. And you know that a group always consists of more than one member. So here are some examples for you. Bunch, class, choir, stack, and flock. When do we use this word bunch? we say a bunch of flowers or a bunch of keys. So that means one bunch contains many keys or many flowers. So bunch is singular, whereas flowers or keys are plural. The next word is class, which means a group of students. So it's one class with many students. The next word choir, again it means a group of singers. A stack of books or a stack of chairs. A flock of birds. We have some more examples coming up. The team of players has arrived at the stadium. Look at that. I said the team of players has arrived. So I'm talking about players, but they belong to one team. So because team is singular, it is to be used with has, not have. So the team of players has arrived at the stadium. The next one, the family went on a trip. The family is again singular. It's a collective noun. And the last, the audience enjoyed the stage performance. So when I talk about audience, I'm talking about a group of spectators who gathered to watch a performance. So the word audience is also a collective noun and it is singular. Nouns can also be classified according to their gender. In English, the four genders of nouns are masculine, feminine, common, and neuter. So masculine gender nouns are those that refer to the male members of a species. So examples can be man, boy, actor, lion, and so on. Female gender nouns are those that refer to the female members of a species. So we can have woman, girl, actress, and lioness as examples. Common gender nouns are those nouns which are the same whether referring to the masculine or the feminine gender. For example, you have parent, child, student, and doctor. So when you talk about a parent, it can be the father or the mother, but you use the word parent. The next one is child. Here you can be referring to a girl or a boy child. The same about student and doctor. And the last one is neuter gender nouns. And they refer to things that have no gender at all. So examples can be gold, pencil, table, etc. So you notice that all of these things are non-living things. So naturally, they don't have any gender. Nouns can also be classified as countable and uncountable nouns based on their number. Those nouns that can be counted are called countable nouns. For example, you have books, apples, and so on. And nouns that cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. And here you have air, sugar, gold, etc. as examples. Because these cannot be counted, they can only be weighed. Now it's time for some tips. I'm going to give you some tips which will help you identify the nouns in a given sentence. So here goes tip number 1 for you. Ask questions who, what, or where, and the answers for these questions will be nouns. Let's look at this example. My friend gave me a gift. So if you're not sure which are the nouns in this sentence, ask a question who, and you have the answer friend. And what did he give? Gift. So this way it's clear that friend and gift are the two nouns in this sentence. Here comes another sentence. We live in a town. So you ask the question where, and you have the answer town. So town again is a noun. Here is tip number 2 for you. Any word that is capitalized, even when it falls in the middle of a sentence, will be a noun. Let's have a look at this example. I met Sarah today. You know that the first word in a sentence will always begin with capital letter. So I, that is the first word. Then you have I met Sarah today. So this word Sarah begins with a capital S. So that clearly shows that it's a noun. And it is a noun, it's a proper noun. Here is the last tip. If a word follows one of the articles a or an or the, it will be a noun. In this sentence you have, the dance was held on Saturday. So this word dance follows the article the. So it's clear that dance is a noun. But you can find one more noun here, which is Saturday. And I already gave you a tip saying that if a word starts with a capital letter, even when it falls in the middle or at the end of a sentence, it will be a noun. So that's a clear indication that the word Saturday also is a noun. I hope you found this session of Grammar Forward helpful. If you're watching my channel for the first time, please do subscribe. Meet you in the next session. Goodbye until then. Take care and stay safe.